After hearing the phrase cruel and unusual punishments, you probably have many questions, but two likely stand out. The first is, what standard applies to determine whether something is or is not cruel and unusual? The U.S. Supreme Court has already held in Adkins v. Virginia that whether a punishment is cruel and unusual is judged not by the standards that prevailed in 1685, or when the Bill of Rights was adopted, but rather by those that currently prevail. This means that this standard will be interpreted from the evolving standards of decency that mark the progress of a maturing society. In other words, the Eighth Amendment's protections of dignity reflects the nation we have been, the nation we are, and the nation that we aspire to be. While the standard may seem subjective, the court has clarified that while contemporary values are relevant, they are not conclusive to what is and is not cruel and unusual punishments. Those in favor of the death penalty say that executing murderers does not violate the standard because we should not aspire to be a nation that does not punish with equal force. Those opposed to the death penalty say that we have matured as a society, so this type of punishment is no longer needed and should be abolished. They also argue that the risk of condemning an innocent person is too great to justify it. The second question you might have is what types of punishments violate this standard? The Supreme Court has held that cruel and unusual punishments are those that are inherently barbaric, which are something more than the mere extinguishment of life. The court's rationale is that the Eighth Amendment protects all people, even those who have committed serious crimes. Because of this, the Supreme Court has said that all forms of torture violate the Eighth Amendment. Other than this limited list, the Supreme Court has never held a method of execution to be unconstitutional, although some state courts have. As you'll soon see, the case law on the death penalty has mainly revolved around the person being executed and the circumstances surrounding it.